order.
Na una weda. Uma me na.
German na ya wa san kon we asia.
What's ade Nyankopon di che onipa ya refree.
Na na mbiza se na adan no bi twa wada pa. Etu bi hwe mu na mfa nche de se me ya wa ama.
Ayo ya so. Ne be bia rebefi.
Obi ya wade amma ya mfa nche.
Martins. Obi ya de ya mfa nche. Na anope wa be transit de ma mbisa apreko.
Oh, the German woman in Gadam Hogra. Hey, the woman from Chamsabay, men for way in Chairman. Motorway, truck, a down.
Yeah,
or police be anywhere. Nakoshe, yet Timo Fimoteman. Ha, yet Timusa, Eda, yep, Trasaco police station.
Yo,
yeah, container bina there or yes, and that Ucha one at the defense. Ah, and that won't print police will be anywhere. Into you could do what else we are sana kwane then a flow. Into we do what our ma.
Na eda wache.
Me yedi ma na ma betwa ho.
And the traffic be about one.
E wo ho. Obi otie me radio isu kra me say krofo be send message. And as won na police phone to me kan won ko hwe na e de wonye ho biribi.
Ah, send a police station be was out as
I make na container bi wo.
You and when you feel.
Nti won apɛ won am.
Any Mamunam Cronos to Mamudie. Mamudiano Passepa, the Amanfoni Abra, worry bedroom, near the worry corn baby. Now I be a winning that's no quack with him. It's
Kwame.
Nana.
A opinion semia okay.
Yeah.
A asema yedikao.
Motorway no.
Well, motorway nkwa. A Ghana police. Omo yadi.
Papa bi.
But traffic no say omeni shedan kosu ye. And I said the way omo ye traffic management won kran atosin kakra.
Alright.
What was no passe Kwame? Ye were roads bia. Rush hour no ba. Na se Chimabasa road no so ehun susu so no it affected the whole city. This is motorway.
Yeah.
Kwame on potem ho a palace
or no.
A free palace. They say a interchange yeah ntiama is Legon a connected ba area
very easily
a kwan reference Mahama road aba beto bema camp. They say ya connect is Legon abetumi and a dual carriage free is Legon or free Spintex munya becha wa Mahama runabout say small Uber essay was a kwan swap it affected the whole East Legon, affected the whole back up side. It be now open about motorway. Some of these roads now are crucial. No, there has to be police patrol throughout the morning.
I agree.
Motorbike. Now Beko Junction be not police for about 10 age now. 10 a paki on motorbikes.
Yeah.
Now then a car say on the motorway.
Yeah. We were another place, not 10 policemen.
10 policemen now. Oh, Junction. Nti MTTD sana say.
Yeah, MTTD.
Moto ambomodia. So my dream bus ambomodia po ma chew. Omo identify some of these crucial roads all over the city. I won't say sa road di se bibi se waswa. Na omo patrol, omo bikes no menya no, just regular patrol.
Actually, Mahamana about in the Odi Kappa. Now, the only advantage, keep to be and Tama, but a woman have been say President Mahamat is our kind so. Ain't sometimes or Befi, and I say or Kwejuma. Now, police for na bijinaho. Intended on my traffic content, but a radio muso or bar near block will be of course for security reasons. But ubi chemudia ebo ha omo direct traffic na kakra but Only how they forget it.
There's some dedicated officer.
Yeah.
And no pebia didn't moto HMO eko eba and opani enumre.
Sometimes
because enumre so free chromo banana sa kwanu so na ka bi say was sa kwanu so. So
oh yeah.
Tebe po ma chono mo hwe ho.
My traffic the back up tin. Into all the me no ya adwene. Me no ya adwene pa. And now, Governor of the Bank of Ghana birthday, Dr. Pandit Esiama. Yamana Udapa, Mana Fisher pa. Na Governor, Utrinkwa pa. But Utrinkwa na yedi Bank of Ghana and Komoso. Yes, the Bank of Ghana is in critical care, says the minority. I'm saying loss no 44 billion, not 15.6. Majority say 44 billion is misleading. Professor Godfrey Bokpin says the cost in the Bank of Ghana financial report looks very high, and the people responsible for the fiscal economy must take responsibility and make it work. Ora Joe Jackson, our chief executive, Delex Finance. And also there are two just say loss ni de ana say sika ya say ya hwere no na ehun hia say be hwere say scan esane say ya destabilize the economy. Where do you stand? Say mo amote ase no e de ne adwinchira o de baba abusa panyi scan ayahi 44 ana 15.6 sika ya de boy ho ban na economy ni megina ana say esika nke ni say ne sa. Mohammed Amin Adam, our former finance minister, also IMF nka no kware emphasize Bank of Ghana accounting ho. Ebu japen osu dwe ho den. Ya nua medasi onia
minchia woni production team.
Ye also
Na minchia mempanimfo ya me no ngashia wa me nua no mpanimfo.
Wo se ma na so kakra.
Yo. Michia me nua no mpanimfo ya me no ngashia wa.
Yeah.
Ye shia wa hade da mmere bi atwam. Anka Kwesi Prat. Na akomea. Mema wonyina anso achi na tiefo nyina.
Ye also papa.
Na uze hifo na ekasa yi.
Nipa bebre. Mabo Bank of Mabo majority INDC for Mabo minority Mabo Professor Bokpin Mabo Joe Jackson Mabo Mohammed Amin Adam na utie majority INDC was say 15.6 billion utie minority MPP was say brosa 44 billion utie Professor Bokpin na also aden I was sure dodo into one hour we Ghana discussem no they should set up and take responsibility no one here. Utie Mohammed Amin Adam or say IMF phone kanu kwai wa adenum Utie Joe Jackson or CEO Delex Finance or yesika semu sema or say can say 44 say 15 no ehun hia say boss aka no because any dey stabilize the economy and I maybe say also ode yeden
me da say me den de wonim kura de daw
any anyway
say baby a ugwang butu na wana na mabutu
enti NDC for the na
ya NDC for the near Bank of Ghana akan ani ni yedi echi
Bank of Ghana kasa sheda nkasa what they had to go akeke na adan political football
enti what the two gwan ni ewom ene ye support yi ni ewom na ye no kware ye go baby a ye fa baby a na mum enipa won de aye humum mpremprenyi ene minority
are
because one was a Bank of Ghana edi akohwi.
Yeah.
Was a Bank of Ghana edi akohwi. Na se mu waka na nya no kware. Ana nya sa no waka.
Yeah.
Na one minority phone. Yenye won momuni. Ensin Bank of Ghana na odoti agbado so na o pretty. Na ye the system na share nsa. Mribi one ababa ye adwuma e wo Ghana na akomia mu fi abeng me just 1 year 4 months any or chinechi na 1 year 4 months because I know you fit inti yenye won mumun nsem ni Ensign Bank of Ghana because one akotena sia keka na ma bom and we say 44 billion. Nanya 15.6 Senior Bank of Ghana na and Ghana for mra and Kasatai Wongechia. What is Shayensi Kasem and Totoway? Fine. Chairman.
Yes, sir.
The person maybe shall say, even at all, let's admit, for the sake of shaking reasons, and our argument's sake, yen minority yan and then I hear 60.81 billion. I won't. So time on the inflation could do 54%. I know I cannot so into what did it we are maybe do 23.8%, you know. Samere na sa kada no bueno and 44 no enu that's what they are telling us. So one mere so no na worry campaign praise 44 na kan ya say niema ya ka e ma ebi mu kura mu omu mpanimfu se wo ma IMF kura hwehwem if the young Ghana institutions in the cry you be any because you opposition because any yetia bank so until the maybe say 60.81 billion Ghana cedis, you know, at that time, papa. But at that time, now we are the Sano, Uja Yang Wakon, Chairman, 23.8% inflation from 54. And then, Obia Baba Bokantin, I'm saying, would Yen Tumsa said they are one walk and cry. No, so I enter Sa. No, so Bia Baba Bokas, Sa Canada. And no mum, a bonny tea. And yes, I near my Chairman, yes, Ghana's debt position portfolio at that time, mainly about 84%, 84 billion, and 100 over. Let's say 84%, may I understand to be corrected. So, I say, and we out to work upon all the 60.8 billion now. What is shame? We have inflation 23.8%. We have Ghana about 82 billion. My mistake on that. And what in Ukraine? Your friend, I say you were 3-1. You were inflation, and you were okay. I mean, forex.
Yeah.
Exchange rate, I think, was my end. Exchange rate.
It was about 14.7.
Yes. And which to see you, and I'm aware. Yeah. $2, 14 cedis, 70 pesos.
To $1.
To $1. That's the bank rate. Yanka Forest Bureau. That was the bank rate. And no which I will upon all a year was spending in and a car which away. And then Sandy Payamokas or no say was spending 15.6 billion. We say one tia securano. Maminchiro ni panaye. What to me moves our inflation 23.8% and 23.6%. No, Abba Bedu in praying in 2025 as of 2025 now. Yereka Kana Bank of Ghana about one. Now Yereka 17. Yedibedu 5.4 last year. That was the inflation rate. 5.4.
Say yes, and number 3.
Say this and I'm 3.2. Yes, the first quarter year, praying. But last year, no, Sasikana, 15.6 billion. Now, I can once a mean. Baby, to me, managing inflation now, Baby doing. And watching the Ghana's debt in Ankasa portfolio, Ankasa, praying yet, Obia himself, Swatewa, Emma, Nababetra, baby, and say, Trakra. Abafom. Upon the ye wukrum henina project and in the Akika Kamu developmental project, say the big push, say Ninano. You to be managing Ghana's debt. Emane Ghana nibi otikurum harum. It to be Muse and Faso Abba. Ama Ghana. If a growth, see a growth in playing Ameno Kasaya. Even you, Mukra, Wankasa out of Abakasi, now would Nimse Ghana for Kurabe to me. A year economy be to me in 10 terms because we're paying around 3 to 4%. And then Ghana's growth now and then as at 2025 now 6.3%.
In all of this,
in all of this, Chairman, near Ghana for no say said Professor ono dealers ni e
dealers Joe
Jackson said your kind no o say infasua basika na ya spend no ho
kana ya bon ho
kana ye o de me yam fa de sa kana ya bon e wo manyi mu no infaso abaso because sempre ye jaw sa ne mani nyina na ye kaso ye mo sa aka no ye mfa nko na nya kanso a obi sisa o sa aka no ko bi so o me de kwa kotom pabo aba beton e na ma box aka no da bi ye nyina ye nim say o say the liquidity a na wo system no mu no sika bebere wo nkrofo nsem no na edoso a wo de toniama nti that huge money ni more money na kura nkrofo no ye nyina say de kwa koto ice special ice in suya yang be numi ana ne wo apamfo be ba sai ba wo twe e wo dan mu say yes ye kwa koto saadi ya ye nyina na ye chase saadi nti likely you say the seller would definitely increase the price of this water nti yang kura sika no de sika no wo yensem na mo few goods na ye change no ye di chase saadi no enu na ma pressure ebeda inflation and system no so nti efedi ni ansa say akosoro kra no onipa hu say ni nua ho akere nti obebo modinya pia na odi akosoro nti die wo mu nin enu na Bank of Ghana say no mebo modinya hwehwe de na ma mopo apada ma mobilize sa sika ni nyina afi system no mu meje ne wo nkrofo nsam ni nyina ba beguo na beguo wi a the inflation ne beba form na motemengmufo no yang nyina ye wo manyi mun yenso ye ho atoyen na efei ye hu so obi asetena mu no ayeboko ne ye di adanse mpo e wo manyi mu se de bia sa ne ma ne bekoso a yen forex said ya rekotu ya wadaworoma ode tu gwa 14 cedi 70% bank rate no se mprempren said that sa ne ye ya wo mu ne se obi kwa kohwehwe about 114,000 Ghana cedis no they are 10,000 dollars and yes I thing good then prem ye ka say de e bia onipa ne nkoye sa de ni biom ade ohia ne say e bia me hia 110 we save about 4,000 and now 40,000 e wo baby e ma no so obetumi dia ye bribi. This is the reason why a Bank of Ghana e ya adwene wo ho say Bank of Ghana na mam no tu ne enu ne ma majority buy be support us ade we say anamona we tu no nukwari ni ebua won ankasa we MPs ebua won ankasa we government appointees ebua ordinary person ebua market women ebua business guys and personalities and nipa manima we won ankasa won adwuma ankrankro adwuma yefo won ankasa hu say no society wo mu dia ene na bebua ye na yang niam ba form said ya ato forcing eko takrade market ene mokola mo ne de kika kan wa mana gwadifu na kasa ne obue won ano no woka kire no o se nkaga no na oil gallon fry to wo boss specific a product o se yi na nkaga no 2 years and 1.5 years ago no na 2024 yeto na yeton no 1,100 ebi ton no 1,200 enso prempren ya ogina won anima won kasa do esane say dollar number form na dollar cedi na nya hoden na ma inflation ya di nyina aba form ntedo ade na half price what on 550 Ghana omo bag e wo ho won eton won almost 700 akasa buy ebe ka kire Ghana fu say imprempren almost 700 no ye nton ne sa biem esane dollar na hoden na akofom na cedi anya hoden ntedo ya bomodin say ye beton na 350 ebi say 400
enti kana ya bon aboya
kana ya bon de ya sempa
necessarily Joe Jackson ya adwin
you and Professor Bob Kenai
Bopin
good na some kind of crowd so utie ni ya wan ka se kan nye
o se wo soro beje sa ono no nim sikasem mu adwuma e wo soro bet na de ba ko ne say wan man suggesting I listened to him the other time wan man suggesting the next time ye ko enimu ne nka yenye but na some man say e wo soro and okeka indicators be na way but suggesting betumi afi waba ye nyina ye sha ban ni nkuran and Bank of Ghana on governor na odini birthday no and governor ni birthday
man happy birthday na no ye ja menya opportunity ekohia ekofa ne dan echi kochia no nti governor ye ma o afrishapa na ne wo me say ye gbomodian na ye tu Bank of Ghana for sa de na won aye no ewom eye ye hu evidence no bra kwa me ana ye hu okrom ya evidence no ho nti mo hwɛ sɛ dia be a prof nsɛm a wɔkeka no ye hwɛ sɛ next time ana going forward no we'll make sure that we'll minimize it na gains na ye nsa aka no ye momodi an say ye be protect no let's protect this gain because ye to me maintain the way ni ye de anya gains na ye 15.6 billion no na say ye de anya sa gains ya moving forward no ye make sure say I said ya prof ka me ne ya adwene ye mra ibre ye nsa ase na nka prof next time no so ma suggesting bi between going forward no it will help us. Now you will say yes, if this one is academically no near awarded to go yes. Baby woman, say governor no ebefa no what dia juma president Mahama so akasa e was answer me ho. O say no kware ni ya yes ania ma nyina said ye be ya ye benya economic stability. Na fe ya yetumi anya economic stability na indicators ni nyina kire say this country is well more friends grounded. Financial no ne aka next thing say now we've secured the economy. The next move is to make sure say you be creating jobs so that the youth in this country will get something doing. Na ama omangno to me to pom health sector at the same time, but the most important thing is now the economy is secured. We'll make sure we create employment as going forward. You know, if it's a year economy, na yet to me ama adwuma phone so and won any adwuma. Wo hwe kura asem o san ka kire mayday o ka kire adwuma phone say o be create sa ayi nyina. Won adwuma phone no say better economy ne ba na nnwuma ne to me establish na changes in ade bia oye na eye say the person you take you off na. Wo make sure say won adwuma phone no ono hye won bo say enya de obi adwuma ni bi o adwuma mu afim edane ba obema obia so I enjoy into your srama Ghana for near Bank of Ghana akano eno ne asema ye gina so ni obi we chiro obeka de na dwene but nipa no because emri bi atwa na me refer no governor Addison Emma Ghana ankasa ka obeka kire ye ne say 60.81 billion 60.81 billion na so de hu ni de enkosi na sisia ye tumi akosa 15.6 billion na se Ghana man retumponga oh no bi otwa sade ese ye manamo tibe da se bra kwa me
ma tibe da se nana intisika no saying ya boka but your economy is stabilizing inti mohana say
Kwame
nana
me da se enra na me call daman dominancy wo adweso echire ho
you know what question
me ko ayi me Dr. Baumia
oh I see one
Arabia Dr. Baumia ne ye adwuma of Bank of Ghana
oh okay
na nikun ne
nikunu ohene no
yeah
me
dominancy
metesa
you could Dr. Baumia
oh yeah me bushan yako
enipa ni pi semi fankra emrel so omo chia
me jomo
so mo tie upa wa
dominance for each chairman pay
na sem bi crowd ko fa ma me afi boys no say hey na na komia karates black belt
na me boa
afi de ba ku class me meye training school wa
dominance enemrim na be nya daje
enti me de onkra ama
dominance for each chairman nyina
me fason so chia Mira Dr. Baumia and right boy Juma Power Ashanti region if
okay in fact I me say a yena mukwa ekwa no papa no say no your hene right
ono ye
krom hene ai
tie the dan so hene
ai nana ye boa nyameche edutwum ni din no
awunim ne power hu
menim ne power but menim ne busuafo ni bi nana ye boa nyameche edutwum nyamefa ni kransie
na Kwame na otwe kakra etwam
yes
Dr. Baumia wakosra Kennedy a Japan ene na dinkuta ho wakosna kwabna Japan wakosra Brian a Champon wakosra Educhum wakomu naso achiro mu se wakochichiro mu re say election there we are there back when they be win and then Nyakopon na domo no win no or threat so munya ba betai na chi bo munya nso eje na wa too enti say juma no nso no a share party for crime part because party for no nya no mo kan say ye kan hu bom na kabo no beba na dodo na so gina Dr. Baumia eso na otu one na mompa na senso akosra mpanyimfo ni bi
so me ho back with Dr. Nyahota Mako
akosra ko jompi enim nso
okay
me offer Kwame Pie no kada no akosra no kwa check akra be so many say jama na otwi kwa akosra rekubrobe
Tazan
kweku wa unya rekubrobe wa ko hwede na sen
Tazan
the famous Tarzan. Into two and more ebeboa party. Na Kwame.
No.
Our Bank of Ghana, in Semi. So Kai say Kwame say Bank of Ghana year Juma. A funnel inflation. So mo year Juma say ebebo Ghana inflation who buy what Ghana. Nebeya nkosro pi anasa omo ye dwuma bia ebeboa Ghana economy no a no mo ye sa dwuma na eka bi bemu a eye central bank pi e wo wiase nya omo di sa dwuma yi tori bia omo boka so obakai English memu Britain ta yakofa Ghana ni bi mo be di finance minister so kai
kwesi kwatin
e ma yenya ye ni je ho pa na so odum ne see sa time no omo de hihye bi ba ya pound sterling no e crash here so kai Bank of Ghana bo samre say to save the British pound enti bank central banks we are seeing here omo di say adwuma no to bi omo boka intinka Bank of Ghana nso aboka nkenya hwe
nya simbia o
but unim Kwame okay Governor Addison
very well immediate past governor
so no so ne brand no ka bi bai na Dr. Addison bank no mo kire say samre no COVID no ne sa Ukraine in tokwa Russia tokwa na economy no ekọ ahun hie mo pa International Bank of Ghana ebemu to save the economy that time a fan of fuel a fan of oil no electricity na niema pi bia na ekochima International mo bemu wo mo boka 60 billion samre no so kind of you mendisi for kind ibi kwase governor no yenche no I say me be kind and some to force in the pump for kind who be true. It's just 2-3 years ago. So it was happening. And until bank of every central bank to be a cabum. So na kabe mumre bia etwa mi so udum sama mo amukan enti enano muso mo akwa boka so mo muso mo obi ankan enti problem no wo say wo no wadwen da form tie ukwa ya kutu nkrofo no fo kutu amfo why and no tie isam ni pia ene ama mo ho akire wo mo de nya agina omo nsam om kekan yo and then she doom so ya be so kind some mom can a time light off so okay so okay na also okay
na so kasa na so kan obi ye nipa nan ne o dem ana ye num on ye nya na kasa ana ye tiefo
nti on crowd no wa hu mo buy galamsen someone mo katre Ghana for na president would to me bia the bejai go betia galamsen no ba so yes state of emergency ye we mo buy still a galamsen na cost nti na mo nsem na mo kikan ye eno na ye problem no enye so bi time opanyi nti kwa kutu omofo Bank of Ghana bought Camry maybe a treminancy. Muslim Tibida. Say, there must be a car, Modiaba. Kwame now bisa the quantum. When him say American will trim.
Nedodo.
Nena. Openye can say na Bank of Ghana can run no crime. Minority funds on ya drain, ya no more ya drain. You see figures na Bank of Ghana and Kasa at the Abano. Kwame. Reports na Bank of Ghana the Abano. Almost say open market operations. Boka 15.6 billion. Almost say almost the boss in who buying and inflation.
15.6 billion.
And normal boss I cannot to bring inflation down to 3.5%. And I found the boss in who buying. And then open market operations. And we come boy a 15.6 billion. But come statement no man can say the buy and one. If BB other comprehensive income. Other comprehensive income then year. Businesses be a Bank of Ghana, to say be a bank hospital.
Okay.
And near Juman be a new me and say be a I know your core business. Your normal friend no other comprehensive income. Because I know your core. And also mo boka 19.32. A one statement no. Or the 19.32 you ball on the other comprehensive income. Now the car normal ball on operational aid, no friend almost 15.6 now. I got 34.95. And no man can almost statement on the buy, no more can say almost ton yen gold. 13 tons of zari. Omunya 9.57 billion.
Dollars or cedis?
Cedis.
Okay.
So man tons are gold now. We use 9.57. Now man ton gold now. I can in 44.5 billion. That is it.
In Krakran say it is more than they say they have.
It is more than normal accounting standards. Omu use no bank na accounting standards no. Say no the omu fa enka ekane. Eka omu born on the other comprehensive income. This omu side businesses. I want statement no more. Any gold no omu ton. Omu fa enka. But those international finance reporting standards, I say mo the count. Into the Anunia Kahua, a canoba 44.5 billion.
I must say 44.5 say numpoa steady stabilization aba inflation aba from it's a price to pay. Say near Joe Jackson car, for example, say it was a necessary expense. I will say your boss akano. Yes, Anna.
Na Openye kasa no see na maybe 2020 60 billion 60 billion na abaye ya 15 or 44 I say that forget the fan put 44 and you omobo card maybe 60 billion Kwame Openye tama ye dia o man e hye mo nsem no na sa 60 billion no in 2022, I reduced to about 9 billion in 2024. So at it, check it. From 60 billion in 2022, 2023, it came to 13.
Still losses.
And at 2024, make sure projection. 2024, about 9.49. And a more pager at the 44. Now, Kwame will say, am I inflation? I stable na CD no so aye. Kwame.
No.
Between 2022 and 2024, the Bank of Ghana reduced inflation, almost inflation, so from 54 to 23.
Yeah.
Meboa.
Okay.
Same open market operations here. And I see the no. Now what they know, a peja from 17 to 14 point baby.
0.7.
0.2.7. Your boss are 44 billion. Your boss are can.
Ain't you some here can say bank the bank can beat me a boca, but it's a quantum. And now
is the
test will be an account.
Quantum of losses are moved to 9.49 billion.
But there had been 60 before. That
it was down. 60 in 2022. And improvement the buy year, so from 60 the following year reduced to 13.23. And the following year, which was 2024, they reduced it to 9.49. More say about pager, a call. More say inflation. But inflation is no yes, a Bank of Ghana so from 54 to 23. I am boss can. See the no so now what they know. A pager from 17 and I have a dollar now what 17 to 14 point BB. Time you do manage share mon I am Bank of Ghana boss can. But Kwame, Musi a capia mo boy a mamo the inflation about 3.5. Mo the CD no from 14.7 no. Say about best 10 or say 11. But Kwame, sa inflation ya king. Meme ni one cry nam ye baby no. Aye ni betri aside kawe. Inflation at yensen. At yensen Kwame. Oh about university.
Yeah.
Kwame bisa oh about university.
Yeah.
Do your hostel fees. Me boy. One cause our hostel fee la would try for this year. And inflation 3%. No. Is it the same? Oh, won't you say? Some inflation about 3.5.
But it doesn't affect everything.
It doesn't.
It doesn't mean say it affects everything. Some things can go up, but it's a statistical average based on the number of things, items which are put in a basket. So it is possible for inflation to come down, for hostel fees to go up.
But Kwesi Pratt.
Pure economics.
Kwesi Pratt.
Yes, sir.
You find some economics. Own why economics. But me oh, so was pure economics. Just
I say pure economics.
Yeah, and your problem. Me real. So I would to book a crank. I mean, me car hostel fees in Kwa. If I say, what's the hostel fee and come basket? No. Electricity, Kwesi, electricity,
I think
electricity has come down.
Yes.
Hey,
PRC reduce here.
Electricity,
everything.
Where is yours? Open Ghana for both.
So you're down to
Open Ghana for both.
No. Any water in there.
Open Ghana for both.
Oh, no.
Eti, Kwesi, we see inflation, electricity, don't count. Maybe so, electricity can one and count.
Figures now, statistical service, they buy, and then the statistical service will
be
because statistical service,
inflation
reducing it to 3.2%. That's the last figure I saw.
Yes.
Where we? That's all.
Where we? Kwame.
Yes.
Now, Kwesi can mean who mean can't say statistical service figures now wrong. Maka.
Debbie.
Oh, Kwame no beside me say. Na sikai a capia Bank of Ghana a boy. Almost see in Suansuano a year. If some inflation about 3.5. Nam see you, Mati. Na ankran credit to say me ne wono. Sa 3 a car ya bought to bring inflation to 3.5, how does it affect us?
And I say basket room we use for inflation. And you be behind a bit.
But then you one item Panama. Maybe.
Okay.
And to me, can't say statistical service normal can no crime cancer. Me say I'm looking at the if cause come no beside me. So I almost say a can because you can't car Bank of Ghana abo. And as I can me no be betray. And I'm say I can no boy you know. I might a nema bo send a nema bo cost no. I reduce it to 3.5. It me share nema bo. Because me nya ho fa so a na me ka say me nya ho fa so nti metime twa ka.
Ba nema na wo hwe ne bo no e basket na statistical service use here there.
Meba ma bo electricity.
Okay. Me nim basket me nim ne.
Ma bo water.
Nsuo ne kania.
Rent.
Me ho eno.
Hwe me tetashi. Chamber and hall teshi. Na yet 1,000 cedis busome. Me drive at teshi.
Okay.
2025, ya tum call 1,200 cedis. That's 20%. 20%. Seminar me medicine near my sunlight. Me papa fiscal mremunya me percent. Also pay well. Okay. Mati. Kwesi le minimum seminar this in neighbor. But
don't touch me.
Oh boy.
Na nu kwa say kwa bi o. Sana person to catch ro. Nana, I patch you see from.
They don't touch me. Remember the sunlight they see me there.
Nana you see from.
Open your house the sunlight they see me there. Kwame.
Nana.
Last month, sunlight soap na 5 cedis in ton. Last week, Mekwa Kotobi 7 cedis. That's about 40% increase. So, sachet water. NAI. Sachet water. Check it. Transport fares. And then Accra to Kumasi. VIP, which is the largest transport company in this country, from 120 to 150. Check the percentage. So, into bisa say, a car yakobo tuwe. Me new betray. Normal see you been ya home for so inflation. Any CD na can count. Me share ground na. My bra bomunu me who impact no. Because Nyema Bobia Kosro is more than 3.5%. BBR. So, sa a CDA dollar as here Jina Fakun. Kwame.
Yes.
Unim the immediate effect. Ema imports. AFO.
Niema ye crab.
Niema ye crab free a brochure eba AFO. Chen niema ye wa memo. Na me the import figures for the last quarter 2025 and export figures na meaning say o topic can but me for the amount. Import figures for last quarter 2025 against exports niema ye de kwa brochure. You'll be shocked. And then so no Kwame omodi new BBB estimate be about port say AI. I'm a port duties. A big cost row by 100%. Anakwame boa. Well, here over 100% port duties. It is our port duties yeah. A cost row by 100%, 50%. And then no bar. So come in the beton.
Yeah.
It reflect in the prices. Now, Kwame, I'm a dream who said, Intisa, Ode, Yenfa Bank of Ghana at the opinion engine to 15 billion a kaya boy to bring the CD, the dollar from 14 to
14.7. Say, interbank is almost 12 cedis.
Kwame, the dollar any CD asemi. Dodoona jina exports and imports over exports. Nyema ye kra any near my yen ton amanone imbalance no demand because no obi am $10 so they got to need them yeah $1 near their cranium anambwa chicken akoko emo ni nsuo kra kra esitri kwame na me dwen ho say sa 15 billion so je openyi busan penyi ni bank of Ghana 15 almost 16 billion CDC. What do you say more than $1 billion?
Yeah, by Bank of Ghana standards.
Yeah, even Bank of Ghana raised more than $1 billion. Now me dream say, hey, Yakoya Sugar Factory or Commander, $30 million. Yentimi Emma sa factory ni nye juma. You see, she says you're saying another 20 was 30 million. Near the outgrowers. Or maybe GSC chain. Nansana factory na ye juma. Better ne factory biano 2016. John Muhammad Biano.
Tell him says our factory and yadi be.
But because you need outgrowers new.
Yeah.
Yes, here another 20 to 30 million. To organize the outgrower. Kwame, sugar ye import to Omemuha bear $100 million. Afibia. Tiana me dream who say, hey, Nintisa over $1 billion yeah. Yeah, they open market operations, they are support to $1. Senka ye di a bit ye pay kakrabe 30-40 bidi ko yeah outgrower ma. I should hear buy second factory by a Juma Mankia save $100 million.
Well,
and in can count.
No,
Inti Kwame. Because unimre, but depending on baby Ujina, Bank of Ghana here 15. Meanwhile, Omar Summer report to say in other income almost sign losses. But I know the almost can operating loss no. Yeah, say I saw the count because in a loss.
In January, 44.
Now, more time ton gold near the 200 Japadia no almost a ton. And then so munya 9 billion. We no so free more. This loss no call. 44 because gold no more turn on the count in munya 15.8 no. O didn't ya count one. But Pam no tram no. The impact on the ordinary Ghanaian. Now we can sure say. Sika ya spendi kaya bo gudi dinye say the year inflation say the year dollar. And who so and say still a niema boa kosro for ankranka to say me no kwan on almost anything. A bro sa 3.5.
Now that's it. Abigail says something is really not adding up, Chairman General. Oates Kwadwo says long talk, no fiber. Says this one says they are always talking about rice and oil. Yesterday in the market, a small tuber of yam puna was 70 cedis. I'd like to know, say, Kaina at saying, I say about 70 cedis. If the economy is good, why are workers' allowances due them since last year not being paid? What kind of good economy is this? And then this one from Eric Amponsa Boati, tax expert, says, I've listened to the opinions of Professor Bokping, Joe Jackson, and Professor Gachi. One clear point is that Bank of Ghana made a loss in 2025, and that has always been the case. What has changed is the fact that BOG mopped up excess liquidity from the market instead of leaving it so that then commercial banks can take advantage of it and make money. That would have led to an increase in GDP, and so I think the Bank of Ghana should let the forces of demand and supply determine the actual value of the cedi. Eric Amponsa Boateng, tax expert. On paper, the picture of our economy looks very good to the eyes and sounds sweet to the ears. In reality, we are found wanting. We are not being told the truth. Odeshi Ajabeng in Hacho. Kwesi Mpachobrem.
Kwame.
Yes, Kwesi.
Mr. Sen, be chill my drink kakra. My dream part because politicians mean yes. Because Kwame, me know ye say So who share Ghana and she say, yeah, well, Bank of Ghana is supposed to be independent of government.
Supposed.
Exactly.
Supposed, but is it?
The Bank of Ghana, according to our laws, regulations, and so on, does not take instructions from government. When it comes to its operations, it is independent or supposed to be independent. And in your politicians see, say, yeah, breso, ekoye, muma breso, ankoye, yeah, breso, ankoye, muma breso, ekoye, ni adiano. Politicians, omo catch is a sanshi share, or omo ndiswana. Omo catch.
Oh, that's obvious. Omo ndiso.
Nti ya jia tumu se share, ya shada ye, send ye be ye, sika samni be koye no. Politicians in ndiso, ya jia tumu sana.
Omo ndiso.
Nti ya jin tumu sa so.
Menka se engine tumu batomo ndiso.
And you come and say me be in America.
Omo ndiso question ndiso.
Say parties me na no. And she say yes say en fan free sika some Bank of Ghana fan regulate sika some there the omo ndiso there. And I sorry ni enquire. I say me be.
Only ni say ka press conference or say ka Bank of Ghana na. But majority of parliament in the here. And a minority so bet to go into
me know
ya
because the Bank of Ghana is supposed to be independent.
But is it?
Say nya independent there. And the monfa sumburu mbo mo ani yehu fa kwa yeko. And only hear me dikan. Adi dikan pe hear me no. Masa ne tosu mi no ebi abeka say twi kasa. And I say kasa. Now some say emu odu emu pi ye kan kebeboa e Kwame wani nye onyam se wani ti se mimi die ya
share space
haya eti na na kumya kwa na nani ye ya kai na sankwa bi hey na ye binye okay ba Kwame wani and was free when who free no ye adwuma nya sika.
Yeah.
Now, sika na menya no. Me dibi kwa koto spectacles ma hye ne be metumi kan ade yi. Anu no kabo.
There be so the boy when you.
Enti se Ghana man ye sika. Yakope sika, yakoye dwumade akonya sika. Ni yesi ade wei ani wei ni wei ni ade a ye pese ye di sika no yo. Na se ye di sika no koyo a de na eyeka. I can't say, Ebia, Wakoto mobile phone, with the FFF down chain. Wakoto the 10 cities. No aton not when 10 cities, no be 2 cities. Yes, what boka. Now, when in ye, who koto space, this is space now koto, a born ye dibia can hold, Sani a ton, no wakoto. Was in my boka, who boka saying, I want me tears here, and ye, papa. And akana yesi ya bono na anu yesi ya bono ndanu ye nchechi mu ni ehu se ka ya bo enye sika ye de akoya de a ya dwene mu ehia se ye de koyo ne de akoyo ne nya hu faso. That's my problem.
Question bisa se
Pacho utubi bisa.
Kana Bank of Ghana board 2023 2022 debe na kan wo.
No, so we need to be Google into the Google now.
The same one. Who heard them Google like them? Who tiams it?
I me kai pa se see me can't be pa and say Bank of Ghana no. You see, be release sika into the economy.
Omo boka 20. Debe na kan wo.
Pacho.
Some we are now.
Omo here parliamentary approval.
Yes.
Bank of Ghana and parliamentary approval. And omo release sika e borrow so
5%.
A good economy, and no be na mekae.
Yes.
And no, anyaka. A failment to follow regulations, failure to follow constitutional provisions, and so on.
But the kind one can
and different from ECA.
Yes.
So I think it's important to separate the two.
Mention now can FI can.
Catch me.
Now never now can fire independence no. Bank of Ghana independence.
Me mitiwe. So mina Ghana mra me my Bank of Ghana independence. Because Bank of Ghana no obian to a bank yi governor. So ombeye yisika semaya ya baya ya to ababa no a no national security Bank of Ghana independent. In principle, no, I don't support that idea. In principle, I don't. But however, and no name Brian D. This is the order today.
Interestingly, you know, yes, page 12 of Ghanaian Times. Now, page 12 of Ghanaian Times, but the another voice say, Professor Ebo Texan, or your economist, University of Ghana, or say the losses recorded by the Bank of Ghana's 2025 financial results contributed to broader economic stability. Also, I drink channel. Okay.
Kwame, enti ekana ese ya board me ntiase that let's say me ntiase enye yi.
Okay.
But Masa Kwame mpacho me srebisa.
Me too.
Anopa metro han makan Joe Jackson your kind. Na empenifo bebre ni omuka zi akwa working kind baako. Kwame ye mi ansa ye te he wuka ho enan.
Yeah.
Ye do Cultural Bank of Ghana. No more receipts ni na ye so begu anim. So more receipts, one more expenditure near the na ye so begu anim. Say kire say o mu nyamfa so adan so bo nyamfa so bitimi a kire.
Me hu ye.
Me hu ye, me ti he me hu ye.
Enye badwuma.
And if there is such a dispute, how is the dispute resolved? Me imagine Kebani sir MPP for say can 44 billion, NDC about 16 billion and so on. Why? Parliament wo here dey. Parliament embrashe bedwam. Ana kese wo mu tena ho no hwehwe wo mu nim die kokan financial and audit firm and I say institution be a work credibility. Say kohwe mu na be ka kire eni ehu no kura wo. Na ne ye politicians are say 16, politicians be say 30, politicians be say 44 and so on. How do we arrive at the empirical evidence? It would not establish the truth. It would not establish the facts. In this year, say, let Parliament take appropriate action. Credible institution. Proper auditing and so on. And that's what we review auditing now Bank of Ghana for so much. Now
the same Parliament, now NDC MPP.
But beyond Parliament, what other institution do you have? And Parliament, credible financial and audit institution. No munya omo report do mo fambeto ni ehu fili gani. Ni ehu no kra wo. What's happening?
Kajemi.
Me asamu ade bia me kan na kwa me wo so na me fa so ye me dancing ni.
Me
So me sa GDP per capita income ni sa ni mo no me fa nya dba kwa me say wo do say de bia me sa na me ka. Titi nye nne.
O kan ya che.
Me kan ya che. E san say putoka sebo no. Eno no ye statistical average. Statistical average, no, okay, now boom now divided by a certain factor. It hides the true nature. And for example, say a banner say veteran say can say, oh, I feel per capita income no so much. On them channel. What does it actually mean? Because for all you know, 1% of the population can contribute to an over 100% increase in per capita income when 99% do not benefit from it. It means find that juma. On am channel. Anunti and a 2000 year campaign. President Kufuor said, "Show bottom."
Was sitting
bottom ni na kisi okrona. On am channel. Anun here. It means our statistical averages no. Mean shut down find that juma. But the reality is that Omaya Iwumi and many other nations across the world, institutions for what? When we just calculations now, Yedi gauge nyoma. Me fan gauge nyoma, but yedi gauge nyoma. One of those institutions here, Ghana Statistical Service. Every month, Omuya report. 6 months, Omuya report. 1 year, Omuya report. And in the BSI report, my year now, Mudi figures are brand. Figures no year da. Let's challenge the figures on a scientific basis. And I'm sorry. When we have a inflation, you say I'm 3.3. Yeah, Betty Binum 3.5, but figure me 3.3%. And you be a nukra na say nukra. Say nukra, it is so easy to calculate. At the end, I'm going to go basket now. I'm going to calculate inflation. What are the indices you use and so on? We can have that empirical scientific argument. And then nukra near go money massive. Professors ekuku damuya who kinkan womu enoma omakikan in your matroni ade.
Yeah.
They are not challenging the inflation figures, are they?
No, they are not
challenging. Institutions akesi work Ghana omusho economy, Legon University DNA. Obian challenging the rate of inflation. And the rate of inflation the person a dia duma and no necessarily a dia duma. Of course. The rate of inflation now reduce. I don't just say biara walk off from average as usual and so on. Inti yakano sa na ka yako yenim. Masa Kwame.
Brakwesi.
Pacho. Hwe ayi dollar ni cedi no. Eba former be do 10 cedis.
9 plus crap.
Okay, 10 cedis to $1. Asan peja biom.
Yeah.
No crack. Fili. No credit that what we are who should ye as I pay you. So I made it to say a pattern home. 1 year a becos rubio. On them, I didn't think Nakobanasa. Me, my dream. Me class one dream, no, me dream. No. Kwame.
Crazy.
Economy, no. Economy, and I said, oh, my Nisika Samuno. Sometimes the driving factor is commodity prices. Me who say American actually, but the driving factor is commodity prices. And it's a manage economy. No, that's the indications. No start to say show positive signal. Bisa won't say at the end of this are positive signal over. So commodity prices there in the day. It sounds like commodity prices are unpredictable. BBS here, a bit me assessa.
Yeah.
Afghanistan will be got 2 or 1 year, na commodity prices, na consistent. A Strait of Hormuz, it means some commodity prices, and so on. American.
Yeah.
And the commodity prices, no, normally, and yet, dear, as a Yejinaso Pampi, Eddie boy, a home sabrane, and as Idibu attain Etienipa. Yeah. Last time I said 2 weeks ago and I said 3 weeks ago. Kwame Rebecca, no. Not fits for a prediction.
Setting.
Fits.
Yeah, also my prediction setting.
No, my prediction be say, sir, Strait of Hormuz in somewhere could cost petroleum prices and shut down Kagana Kesi.
Yeah. Yeah.
One would just want to say, price of gold, by close of the year, we do $4,800 per ounce.
Until we can rely on that.
And no, and at the fact that Ghana is a net producer of crude oil near the balance here at the back socket here. Kwame, because I want to say, if by the end of the year, gold price now loosen your more predicting now. Because we are not in control of the gold price. They determine gold price. On them, and that is how I want to see the economy. Me, my dream, dear, Minyayanka, Ghana. And no more ye war, a good year you war, ye Japadia, you want near Diano. A bad war, it will belong to us. Now you are exploited for the benefit of the people of Ghana. That's the only way out of this economy. Meanwhile, no, MPP are buying, NDC are buying, Obian for a program, but to what? It will make us masters, controllers of our natural resources and the sole beneficiary of the exploitation of our natural resources. That is the problem.
And on that problem, I am starting to wrap up.
Oh, Kwame, who know your chairman?
But one man in your chairman. Into what hand the man your chairman? Sent me, oh, your chairman. My poem, Nana, because
I was here around there. What's not our dream?
Debbie, Miss me na me around there. Me can't say yang.
Oh, no, my yes, around there. I'm not feel around
there. If you remember 1 minute, then Rebecca. Rebecca says so.
Oh, one day, sir.
Aha, there you go. Into the me around there.
Mammy, two, sir.
Hey, we are not mommy 5. Man, now could be we are not mommy 5.
Me would you me Petri?
Me too.
Kwesi, Emma speech be. Saturday no a demonstration against Bank of Ghana.
Mimi ko demonstration against Bank of Ghana.
Na because I won't tie me kasa ni ye. Makasa wa ko demonstration. Me say tie.
Na sa me wo mo ko demonstration.
I don't know.
Demonstration against Bank of Ghana.
Because I won't tie assembly ye kwesi practice. But me say kwesi ukoma speech. But they no me no free. And the money be our kind. Now the support can see a Bank of Ghana on losses. But today me no free. Well, now kwesi can say controversy bar. You need a neutral body. Mejitum. Na parliament here was say. Kwesi ubekai. God board in some by in SU. Parliament in Yenshim. It is our parliament here was say with the majority and way. They are not interested in accountability and transparency. So, in Parliament would have been the best platform, but God board in Shishemu also among Penimia. Radia China Gomasa announced big profits. Yan Shishem Sunny who said I buy and so Musi Debbie. Until baby, I wouldn't quizzy. And sa inflation, because I'm the same one because our cancer statistical average. So, and you spend this KP Bank of Ghana, government after government, to control inflation and now to bring the value of the dollar down. But Kwame, yes, I may free TTO. Yene. To be honest, oh man, inflation not bad. And then the first time inflation single digit. And then the first time.
But we are the lowest in a long time.
But and then the first time, single digit is a yenye biacha. But
3.3
or say single digit.
Single digit.
And I'm saying but this is the lowest. We're the lowest in a long
fine. Yeah. But we are single digit, 7%, 6% na ken.
But 3.2 there.
But
3.3 there.
Problem in the say na kwesi I didn't know yentimi engineer. You man asa koso yenya single digit ida na koso. CD ne ho de na peja na bafom. I yo swing time is so I don't say go up and down. Yo.
Na 2 minutes na so.
Emre do say yenye niema ebetimi ama inflation na bafom.
Na
akaho. Ne be ma dollar no bo na bafom na CD ne nya ho de ma akaho. That make us say sa sika ya yedi your friend open market operations dollar now a cost near the dollar kakra kuchem dollar now I say near yes sterilization near the inflation and yes sustainable yen call into kwesi podosi Ghana for we should take control me put you have to go into production tebe ne ma dollar yi boy e cost de bia na si na won dem ba fom na ne ma bo cost if se ne ma na ye kra ne doso sugar Yankupon Chade, your factory, and also intimate operate. And here this is open market operations. Almost more than $1 billion. Chicken. Chicken I crow if you are butchery, but it doesn't by far than
you can't touch that area.
It's young Shen near my betimia, yeah, Bema City now one day. A general.
Nana come my men say,
Ramidasi.
We have been back as 2 minutes and also upon.
Oh, men so make us 3 minutes at the Alkaina.
Miss it 2.
Now come in your deposit of Becassa 3.
Nana could be as off.
What is through Nana time?
Okay, Bragame.
Yeah.
May I say now in something in Adam say, Aquena, Yasia basic Pancroso. He say, Nana Comia can be say, Yamomodia say inflation, no. You better be a maintaining, say, Bay lowest. Until just say, young crying in I am Bassan in Adune, Asia. Now, Omo, no count 17 open market operations, no. And one year go see. Inti, Yansha says a Bank of Ghana, Koye Bribi. Na be a one sick as what the betuga, Yenya said the Americans won't have Bocanana, near maintain this
almost on my book.
Would the arte, said the old person what can the young cadets are. Say, what be boom, the eye, name boom, inflation never perform. So, Bekaya, Professor Mills time, inflation about 34 months, lowest single digit. Yenya be Wukruma or Mangi Muda, Bepimus Abri, Yamon Pai, na me country and Nakomia share, one a minority. Young people from Kuran say, and namely import cover your woman, Yanya crowd, Yanya about 13.8 billion for 6 months in import cover. Saying emergency be at to your woman, able to be the aboy. Yan share one eye, yes, Casemso to force in the Bank of Ghana. 1 year one, no more than says, I be ever con and
say import cover near
13.8 billion. In Pring Yameno Casay. Yeah,
which is the Bank of Ghana reserves.
Yes.
Reserve no now.
Yeah, reserves.
There be import cover.
Import cover. There has to be. It has to be a period.
No, but
Nana come here to names.
Playing.
4 months of import cover.
6 months.
5 months.
Mrs. 6 months.
6 months.
Yes. And the amount finance minister can say, on my home by next 2028, you know, you bet me about 15 months of import cover.
Some better 9.1.
You bet 9.1, and also now 2 to 3 months.
And I'm on gold.
Yes, gold in the year to be a account. And the background,
gold no they are increasing.
They are tiny.
And Pacha was happening in Yinano. Why? In Yinano.
Bragg, yo, near Bragg was a kayak, made that back. I say, young modern. Na ye natural resources na ye wono ye mo ho ban ka ye ma Ghana fo ento bi manage wa dam fo Ibrahim Mama na anu ya ne nsaka diamond di no tumi mobilize nyina wan fa bi ankwa ama no ne e no de ama ban no watonga ma Ghana ban e ma sike wo mu ne enya dollars e ye cedis mpremprenyi e na tikurom ha enti mfaso biara e beba no e wo ha me ne bra kwesi ya adwene se ye bo modern di bebre ka ho ne de nyina hini ne ade a akai ka homan ni e na chi do ma na fuaso na so fuaso ni Ibrahim Mama be ye nyina no sa sika ni nyina betai ha ye hwehwa afufuro ni ye mfa hye won sasa sadia edrimu nhwe no ngani ye hwamo Mahama asem ni say big push no nki ye de magana fo titiriw no ngatu bia ye ho adwuma enne road minister Buakofu contractor ba ko ye Ghana ni say wo de adwuma ma no over 6 months di ye ko ho na ground zero ye hwe say Ghana fo no so ye de adwuma no hye won sa obetumi execute na ma ye nyina
me da say kwesi yampo na o
me kitu e na me de 2 seconds kra na me de ka ho kwa
me je kwesi
kwami da man so mo ye Ibrahim Mahama so mo ye ke da no yi da pe ye twam me hu say Ibrahim Mahama odi asida kese pa e ma na akufo so ono na obo anu manya da man mans into the months no yenhwe na ankoye MPP versus NDC
na yawe ti onya de obeka
because me te pass Ibrahim Mahama there as asida kese pa ge man na akufo ado so bo di bo anu a odi konya da man mans
Kwesi me da say 8 minutes past 11 Peace 104.3 yeah and here now uti anopenya na also me da wa say Governor of the Central Bank Dr. Johnson Pandite Siamanewa with a happy birthday to you sir, and also to my brother and friend Mr. Franklin Atta of Robert and Sons, happy birthday to you Papa Zero PPZ, and I pray that your team Arsenal will win the league. Happy birthday Papa Zero. It's from the Irish crew to you. Wishing Denison Kluje of Liza Legacy Production. Enjoy your birthday, Denison Kluje of Liza Legacy Production from Charlotte Dugbe of Despite Media. And wishing the Deputy Comptroller General of Immigration in charge of legal research and monitoring, Philip Peter Ando Esquire. It's from Afulembolenge to you. Mintina Sumefidie Tutu. Mintina Namabusum Swejai. Me too, I'm in Fafom. Menam Strong Coffee Conbilson is next on your radio. The news is at 12. May your day be blessed. Remember to keep your dreams and hopes alive. It's all you have. And I'm leaving you with the book of Numbers in the Bible as always. Numbers 6:24-26. And I entreat you that when you stop to say a prayer, remember to say one for me too. God bless. Good morning.